Hello everyone, welcome back. We're finally in the action. Sorry, as we did run into some technical issues, but we have sorted that out now and are underway slightly through the second round here. Pulse is going to be able to take down Truth, Ben, as things have already not started to look too great for Vexed.
We found Pickles.
We have found Pickles.
He's in the server.
He's here. He's arrived. Well, there you go then. It all makes sense.
There we are. We
found Pickles.
That's what matters.
The effort worked. Shout out to everyone that got out there looking for him. You know, you the real MVP.
Yeah, screaming, Charlie!
Charlie! Just Adam fiving it. Dead now, of course.
In Vegas, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like the pistol round, Vex must have got a plan, and they went for just Deagles in this round, and you would assume it's a throwaway. Max does get that kill, and should be a buy round now, although not much utility is going to be had. But with Pickles now actually playing, though, we do start to wonder how much of a factor is the IGLing in this, then. Because obviously you're going against Endpoint, who, you know, fair share of playing on this map especially.
Yeah.
And you've now got a team which... Actually, there's some controversy. 3 players from Vex have taken off their logos from last week.
Yeah, they have. You've got one Shibe Dog there,
yep.
A Doge.
You've got Tips Jar.
Yeah, a Tip Jar. And also, who is that? The Winter Soldier? Is it Keanu Reeves or is it someone else entirely?
I don't know.
Could be Russell Brand in low poly. Who really knows?
Sure.
Jake, if we can get confirmation on that one. No, I'm afraid not. Jake has said it's not in the budget for the observing. We can't check.
So
but
like
I'm going to go for a push out on the A site.
It's a huge kill to get this started. They can fully play retake if they want to, but Pulse has had a few kills with them, but doesn't get a single one.
Truth with the double kill, as he is going to respond quite aggressively with the AK. It's not really a nice thing to do, is it, Ben? Slaughtering.
No, it's quite, I'd say mean.
It is. Thomas, though, on the retake, trying to purge the site, but he's fallen short and the reviews are terrible, much like the purge. Yeah,
I suppose. I haven't personally seen the reviews. But I can give you one later on.
Well, you will do after tonight. Follow SEO Low on Twitter, and you'll get all the latest and greatest on the Purge, the first Purge, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I don't have a notebook this time. But it is down to a 1v1, and Max is going to stick this to views. If I know Max, he's sticking.
He is going to hold it. Vanity finds him in the end. That was classic Max, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah, you could see Vanity had a very good inkling in terms of where exactly that bomb was as well. In terms of crosshair placement, at least.
He had a good suspicion.
Smelt it.
Oh, it's Max. There's a Max on the site.
I know it.
I know, it's that stench anywhere. Max Heath? I should have known.
Is that a Domino's?
What? Smells like Just Eat. Is that Max? Other brands of food takeaway are
of course. Pickles and Max would... No, they have they do like that.
I'm surprised they don't have personal sponsorships at this point.
Yeah, yeah. But I suppose that must be hard to get.
Yeah, well, there's one for you. Ads and also Princess of your respected organisations. Reach out.
Push for that.
Yeah, push for that. Look into that.
Yeah, the players would love it. I'm sure.
It would motivate them greatly. Imagine Max on that daily, knowing that he's going to get a piping hot one delivered to him after every game. He'd be raring to go. Thomas, though, he's looking keen.
Yeah, this setup by Robin and Thomas, really, really good fight. Perfect bait and switch. And Thomas, I was going to say he's in a bit of a rough one, but keeps taking battles.
I think it's with Thomas. I don't think I've ever seen him kill someone without holding W.
He's quite good at the run and gun.
He's a speedy boy.
Yeah. But
somehow it works, and you've got to give him credit for it. You know.
Mastered it.
He has indeed, Ben. He's got the aggressive playstyle on lockdown. Truth, though. Looking to try and make some tips. No tips for you. Dead.
Yeah. Won't be putting $1 into that tip jar.
No.
Maybe a bitty. Just one bit.
Just do a little bit for you. Pickles is dead.
Thomas got another one. And Quicks is the player he damaged earlier on as well.
He could get a free K with this and rack up a ton of cash.
No time.
Know. Quicks is now going to be able to get away, but they are storming towards him, Ben. They could be cheeky. They don't have any aids. Oh, Robin did have a HE, but it's bounced around the corner and missed.
He is closed in here. That you don't really want to be pushing in too early, though.
Ooh, he's got the tag of Robin as well.
You could have killed him after the round had ended. Though.
Yeah.
Like, you had him closed in from both angles. Maybe a bit eager, I guess.
They were keen for it.
Yeah, they were a bit keen. But that's a very good round for Endpoint's win, considering I think it was 2 MP9s and then just pistols. But one thing I noticed in that round was Truth coming out of apps, and he got that kill on the solo A player.
Mm.
And that's something we saw very, very often from the London Lynx game.
Yeah.
Coming out of apartments, and it was looking on the other maps as well. So I imagine he'll be a key part of their T side if they are to get anything going.
Seems like a bit of a slow play towards the B site, Ben. They've got utility to work with, the double smoke, the double flash, but there is going to be 2 men lying in wait to defend against this when they do go for the play.
Yeah, just going to be a flash burst, and Thomas is here to deal with the eco frags. Will he get any, though, is a different question.
Oh, he has been able to slay an absolute abundance of them. Tons of damage done by that utility as well. Everyone was so low by the time they got to the site. So it was nicely played as a first line of defense actually from Thomas. Luzzer arrives as well to support Max, actually gets 2 of the frags. So they do punish them. Although Thomas only got 1 kill, he single-handedly kind of stunted that entire push.
Yeah, it was a very good use of the utility, obviously, with the molly. And then even repositioning, he knew exactly what Max had. Max had the window jump out if needed, and he could just look at the balcony. And I suppose he'd probably feel like he whiffed in that situation. He was spraying for quite a while at the balcony. Unfortunately, he doesn't get anything. And this is what we call the, in the States, they prefer to call it the waterfall. Everybody's going to come piling out of apps like a waterfall and see if Pulse can reap the rewards.
Over here, we call it the leaky tap. Someone better call a plumber soon, Ben, as this entire kitchen has been flooded. They are trying to take control of the site, but they are dropping down in seconds. Willie? Yes. Ooh. Just in the nick of time. Unfortunate, but all 4 of the plumbers named Mark have turned up on the scene. They've repaired the situation, and the taps are now fine.
That's an absolute coincidence. My plumber is actually called Mark.
Every plumber.
My cousin, who is also a plumber, is called Mark.
There you go. It's physically, when you go to plumbing school.
Plumbing school,
yeah. They say, is your name Mark? Yes or no. If you say no, they kick you out. Or
they charge you more and then don't give it you.
Yeah.
Just because, and then just say, that'd be 300 to replace that one.
That does include Depol changing name to Mark. It's a manual requirement.
Ooh, Pickles.
Hello, Charlie Pickles.
That's one way to get into the game.
And he's found some heads, Ben. 2 filthy little headshots to open up the round. Quicks as well. Going to be able to slap down Pickles. He's giving it, Ben. He's giving it.
Phenomenal. That's what we expect from Pickles.
That's what I wanted to see. Back to fragging.
Back to frag school. Yeah. I mean, that's one. He was on 0 kills before that.
But now he's at 3.
Yeah, and that was, what, 6 bullets? Something like that?
We do have a James Bond on the Vexed side as well.
Yeah, I did see that.
007.
From the OZZY.
Unlike Ozzy, actually, funnily enough.
Yeah, he's been one of the consistent performers, hasn't he?
He normally is sort of a rock of the team, I'd say. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like he has that many bad days. It seems like it's always pretty much a either outrageous performance or sort of a good performance, either way.
Yeah, he's been the stand-up performer through the entire season for them. And it even was during the finals last season as well. Like, he was one of the players who got them going to an extent, but obviously it wasn't enough. But it's quite rare to see him 0-0.
It really is. Because I don't think he's ever been a player that anyone's really questioned his skill, right? Like,
he's always had the talent.
Everyone's known how, like, in terms of actual in-game skill, how high his skill ceiling can be. So, a weird one. Maybe it's just a bit of a slow start for him. Does have a rifle in his hands now, obviously Vexed. After getting that round, they can build from this. They've got momentum now. So let's see if it'll be a return to form for him, or if this is just going to be an off day. Vanity with a quick flick there. Does shut down Robin on the aggressive push. Truth has been eliminated. Mighty Max trying to build off more from that, but there is trades across the board. It just comes down to Vanity and Quicks, though. Quicks with the AWP, punishes Pulse, and you're left in the 2v2. 4 men will stand, but only one team is going to walk away with a round. Thomas tries to go for the aggressive play. Spots out a bit of bum there on Vanity, but couldn't actually get the shot off.
Yeah, it's a very rough 2v2. Thomas had that knowledge, but Quicks trying to make the play, but needed to land that to give a chance, really, didn't he?
Yeah, if you would have got the 1 frag, you can try and play the 1v1.
You have that second, also to reposition it.
Especially in that, like a spot that in the open with an AWP as well. Even if you get that first frag at that point, it's too late. They're going to be able to peek. They're going to trade. It's highly unlikely.
Yeah, you're kind of just begging for hope you get that drop on them, and then unfortunately Thomas was playing the AD game the whole way with Vanity to begin with anyway, so he was already positioned properly, I suppose, for that situation. And it does mean we're back to reset there again. Although this time, you know, that round they did win was a pretty clean round. It was only one player dropping, I believe. And now they still have pretty good weapons, but Endpoint have gone for double up, which, you know, they have done that in the past.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it was Thomas that picked up the up, like, next. Normally it's Pulse.
I do. The thing is as well, I've always liked Pulse on and off.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, he was a good AWPer.
Yeah, he's always been one of the most talented AWPers, really, that isn't an actual AWPer. So weird we're not seeing him on it, but Thomas, he's no stranger to the weapon. We've known to see him pick it up quite a lot throughout different walks of his life. But let's see. Pulse. No, sorry, Lazar, of course. My mind slipped me. The heat, Ben. So warm.
It's the heat.
It's swarm.
It's back again.
It's back. It comes and goes in stages. But Lazar, 7 HP. He's had a bit of a struggle on the early site push, has had to deviate back ever so slightly. They do still have a lot of utility, though. 58 seconds left on the clock at this point, and they seem like they want to commit to this play on the B site. Lazar fires off the warning shot. You've got Mighty Max in the close angle as well. Lazar does get one kill, but Max, his head just gets peeled back in a matter of seconds. Well, Ozzy finally comes into effect as well, but here's Robin the big dog. Unfortunately, he isn't going to be barking anymore, Ben. They have thrown a treat at him, and he has gone silent.
Yeah, now down to a 2v2. Pickles and Vanity left, the UK boys, and Thomas. I mean,
just going off on his own.
That's one way to play a 2v2, I guess. Like, I mean, I can understand trying to catch them off guard, but you do try and check your corners a bit. But quite a wild play in 2v2. Normally you try and work together, but alas, that round you could argue it was down to Lazar missing shots, which is quite a rare sight. You know, he missed that first shot on Empowerment, got down 7 HP. He then missed the next one in that window. And you'd normally say he lands minimum one of those shots every single time, like, no doubt.
That's the thing. If Lazar's in a firefight, you can more commonly expect he is going to hit the shots.
Especially with the up.
Yeah.
As well.
That's where he's at his most confidence,
push.
really. This is very staggered, actually, as well. They're struggling to get out through the smoke, though. The ban kill comes out as Vanity's going to be able to slay Mighty Max. That does put them into a good position, but they did not know about Robin. Robin on a tear as well, tried to get the follow-up frag, but Lazar does the damage for him, but they don't know about Ozzy. No one is clear in this position toward Forest, Ben. They're just being able to run away with it countless times. A double kill from Ozzy as he starts to wake himself up a bit, slaps the water on his face, quicks with a final blow, and Vexed get themselves a fourth.
Yeah, it was looking a bit of a dodgy round to begin with. Like, that smoke landing just in front of that get right area.
Yeah.
It kind of made you ask questions like, are they actually going to clear this properly? And Robin did get the drop on the plant. He got the next player as well, like Lazar pushed out. But as you said, nobody checked bench. And Ozzy's been allowed to get into the game, and you can see it wasn't a case of not being able to land shots. It was just not getting the opportunity to even give him a chance,
Oh,
and there
now he's on the ball. Yeah, that's the aggression we expect to see as well. And that's not what you want. You give Ozzy confidence, Ben. These are the sort of things he's going to bring to the table. Charges in, 2 very nice early entries. The rest of the team is cleaned up pretty much just by the SMGs alone there. So Vanity going to be quite happy with that. I mean, that's some money you can put on a down payment towards a small shack or a chalet.
If you want, yeah, I suppose.
You know,
that'd be quite an investment. Yeah. Or keep it in savings. Don't have to put it down somewhere.
A lot of Mars bars. For that.
Or any other chocolate bars, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or biscuits.
Not biscuits, man.
No?
Not biscuits.
No. Okay. That's fair enough.
It's not time for the biscuit breakdown.
No, not yet. Not yet. And we're seeing that same apps burst that they did on, I believe it was the 4th round. Or was it 3rd round? Might have been the 3rd. Ooh. Which was unsuccessful, but Lazar's not had a fantastic game thus far.
He's struggling with the AWP, isn't he? It's very odd. Bizarre to see, actually.
Yeah, I've always put him as quite a consistent player when it comes to landing the average shot. And sometimes he doesn't, get the amazing ones, but you can rely on him to get minimum a kill when they are pushing him. But this is different.
Ooh. Luckily, Pulse was able to get a single trade back, but it's just the kills from Quicks. The Overwatch AWPer, as he's roaming around, does he know the location of Mighty Max? Though in the 1v1, didn't spot him up there. Max, he had the better angle, had the drop on him. Easy frag comes through, and they do get that round, bring it up to 7-5. This has actually been quite a rapid first half as well.
I was going to say, that was a bit of a Max angle, isn't it? Bit like an awkward off angle where he just sits there.
They are the Max
They're not going to look
angles.
here.
Yeah.
This is a ridiculous spot.
There is many Max angles in many maps in CS. That for some reason, it is just a Max angle. You look at it and you're just like,
that's a Max angle.
Yeah, that's a Max angle. Like the boxes on B site.
Yeah, I was going to say that we'll see that return at some point.
I'm excited to see that come back. Return of the Max.
Literally. Max angle.
Once again, return of the Max.
But this first half, though, is quite a fast pace to it. Purely because Vexed have been winning these rounds. If it was a close round, they suddenly pushed in really quickly and tried to get something done instantly, just to catch them off guard. And
yeah,
it has caught Endpoint off guard a few times.
Freak them out a bit, Ben. Getting their heads.
Yeah, and you know they've got a team that are quite palpable to the head affection. So yeah, it's a bold strategy.
Let's see if it pays off, Cotton.
My name's Ben.
All right, Cotton. Anyway. 5 versus 5 in this round, about a minute on the clock as the final kill is made. Luzzer comes in, punishes Ozzy. He's going to be able to strike on the iron. It's hot with that AWP. Truth looking for the trade back, but not given a chance there. Spotted out Pulse, but it's Robin that just dominates.
Yeah, Robin's been playing really well with these 1-2 positions, but Pulse...
Positioning there, trying to push out to get a gun.
Not fantastic. Does get caught out and it turns into a 3v3 now. So Luzzer already got a kill in this round. He's got to be thinking at some point he'll start hitting these shots because it can't be just purely on probability. He can't keep missing these shots. It's very unlikely. At some point it has to switch.
Well, Luzzer actually starting to do some damage finally. This is what we want to see. Pickles, where is he? Dead. That's where he is. Max is going to get the defuse. That is now going to be the 8th round secured for Endpoint. And they're on the trot to actually have a pretty effective half here, Ben. I mean, they've basically won the half already. If they carry on like this, God help them.
God help them. Yeah, I feel like the CT side was what we always questioned with Endpoint anyway. So 8 rounds, they're thinking fantastic.
That's a big thumbs up.
Gigantic thumbs up. Not a Josh Raven thumbs up. No, a gigantic thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Little Joshy small thumb.
Yeah, I never understood how his hand looks so small. What his thumb was, wasn't it? It was just the thumb. Very peculiar.
I wonder who would win out of Josh Raven and Snods in a battle for who has the smallest hands.
So is this a B fake that they're operating, or are they actually going in with this? Oh, Pickles. It feels like all of his kills have just been like 2 bullets. Nothing more.
You know what it is? Charlie's got back. He is absolutely pumped. He's still got Darude Sandstorm playing in the background, Ben, and he's just popping heads. He still thinks he's on aim deathmatch.
Could be. In which case,
Fair
sounds
play.
good. Yeah,
let's get it.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Oh, Pulse. Nice little frag there. Cheeky stuff. Uses the bins to give him the extra bit of height. Like Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, Robin trying to find headshots as well. We'll be able to take down Ozzy. It's just a 1v1 now versus Vanity. The bomb is down. He's not got too much time to work with. Does have the kit, though. Tries to go for the frag, pushes out. He's on the close range angle. Knows his location, but couldn't find the kill. The SMG just overpowers him with that UMP, Ben.
Yeah, you could tell Robin had an inkling to where he was.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, doesn't land the shots that were needed on that little situation. And SMG, close quarters. There's only one victor there unless you get that instant headshot. And that means 8-6 though, a very close half. Considering a lot of these T rounds that have been won have been quite close, whereas the CT side has been pretty much clean sweeps, I'd say. More of this contact A round play. Oh. Those nades. Yeah. Safe to say he's been identified with that sort of play so far this half.
They've located him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah. Let's see if they can find success on this play. Already that kill feed is being filled up by terrorist frags as they start to dominate, and it is just Mighty Max that remains. It's a 1 versus 2, and now it is a 1 versus no one. Max is dead. There is a tombstone left on short, and that does mean it is an 8-7 scoreline, Benjamin.
Yeah, 8-7. A fairly even half. I mean, that's Vexed have been playing quite a quick style of play, and they've been coming through when they started, they picked up the rounds, what was it, 6-2, I think, to Endpoint 1 point. And they've slowly got a flurry of rounds really, really quickly. It was like a space of 4 minutes, they got like 4 or 5 rounds. And that's been a big part of their play, really, just being very quick. They can't expect it. We'll just do it really quick. Keep going B fast, A fast. Do it very together, Wolfpack style, which it looks like that seems to be Pickles' style of calling thus far. Yeah. I guess they can't have had much time to prac with that style based on tweets we have seen.
Who really knows? It's genuinely all up in the air with Vexed. They've got a bit of a shroud around them in terms of working out what's actually going on with the squad right now, so it is hard to call. But they're keeping it close at least. That is a huge dink. There's the early frag you want as well, as Max is just slaying people's Pickles, though. Confident, even with low HP.
I feel like he's only shot like 50 bullets, but like he's killed somebody he's got a very high percentage of hits. It's quite weird. Feels like every kill's a one-tap.
Truth tries to take the fight. He's going to realise there's a totem pole waiting for him as he goes around the corner, Ben. They are all stacked up and ready to frag. Vanity and Quicks, the last two members of the boys in blue. They try and push back through. Quicks goes for the fast face. Oh, Quicks! He's absolutely rapid. The lunatic himself as he domes them both. Vanity jumps on the bomb. That's a pistol round and a half.
That was a fadeaway. Like the full-on running backwards through the corner of the box.
Hits the first one with a yeet and then goes into a Kobe for the last one.
Yeah, accuracy, of course, yeah. As everyone
yeet
should
for
know.
strength. Kobe for accuracy.
Yeet for distance.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal. I was going to say, the question of that entire round was, Vanity does have the kit, but they have to get down to the time. And I guess if you're killing them that quickly, then time's not really a question.
That's very true. It's a long nade. That's a yeet.
That's a yeet,
That is a yeet right there. Quicks. What more can he achieve, though?
Lined up.
Goes for the peak. Luz is out of here. Aussie trying to unload the pain train upon him as well. They derail the round, and that is going to be a whole lot of members from Endpoint stranded waiting for another train. That's a half-an-hour delay.
Hate when that happens.
Not what you want, Ben. And they paid for first class.
Oh. That is the worst. And it's an evening service as well, so you don't get your free breakfast either.
No,
oh.
Nothing. Not even a complimentary bottle of water.
Oh. In this heat.
And someone had their feet on the seat. It was an outrage.
It was an outrage. Taking up an extra seat without your shoes on.
Just for some feet.
Despicable, really. So Pulse are doing the exact same role that Truth had in that first half. To lurk through apps, occasionally be quite aggressive, but otherwise just keep them, make them know you're there. And that's job done, essentially. But does he have an inkling at all that Aussie has pushed? Because Aussie's made a really strong play here. There's the info, though, which means that Endpoint should be able to capitalize on that sort of information gained. They're slowly getting connector control for free. Although they don't know it yet, but Robin should get the drop instantly. There we go.
Oh, Truth for the response from the rear. Truth, a second frag as well, doubles it up before Lazza is going to annihilate him. Aussie lying in wait, but no chance to even strike. He is dead before he realizes what is going on. Pickles, the last man left, the Lone Ranger in a 1 versus 3. Can he achieve anything at all?
I think at this point it's got to be just trying to take guns off them. This was treated as a bit of a bonus round in the sense that they kept, I think it was 2 MP9s and a UMP. Which means, they still have that $3,000–4,000 each, and they can buy next round anyway. So the more guns you take off them, the better. If you're able to get an AK, that's great, because Truth or Quicks could do with a drop, ideally. And there he keeps the AK. Perfectly fine. He can buy up next as well. And it should be quite a strong buy round for them. And but keep the 3 players too. That's great. Good round for Endpoint, and I'd be interested to see if Vexed come out with something aggressive, perhaps, from the start of this round, just as a surprise factor, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because thankfully, like CT Mirage, you can have a lot of different aggressive strats where you either rush mid or a palace push together, ramp push together, that sort of thing. But it feels like the type of calling has been that kind of catch them off guard rather than get comfortable ourselves.
Now then. Back into the action. Once more into the fray. Robin towards mid, trying to push his way down. Aussie does unload with the M4, but doesn't actually tag anyone up, really. I mean, Robin as well, not disheartened by the fact he's cut 1 bullet in his leg, carries on with his warpath, does get the elimination on Truth. They now have the upper hand then, a 5 versus 4. Aussie's going to go for the reface as well, just waltzes into the crosshair of Lazza, and he is going to be happy as Larry.
Yeah, you can see the aggressive plays coming out. Like Aussie sprayed that clip, and then Truth thought, I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Bizarre play, really. And then, obviously, Aussie drops again because he feels like he needs to make the play to then even the playing field. Unfortunately, Lazza, crisp as anything with an AK, of course, deals with him handily.
It's like, if Lazza was really good at gardening, picking up the AWP is, planting the potatoes, watering the potatoes every day. And then you've got to tend to the tomatoes then. Yeah. Lazza's good at tending the tomatoes and the potatoes. That's why he's a good AWPer and a good rifler.
Yeah, I see exactly how they both compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get down on your knees. You got to get it in the soil.
Yeah, you have to go quite deep in, which is where the zoom part comes in.
Yeah, that's the
and
double
obviously
zoom.
The precision from the AK. Yeah, it makes sense.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know how it works. 2 players left, Vanity and Quicks that remain. Max is on the hunt, but he doesn't realise there was a Vanity afoot, as he is just chilling around the corner. And they do now scurry away and try and hold on to these weapons. They've got an AK, an abundance of utility there on Quicks as well, so they definitely don't want to lose all that he's carrying around his little belt.
It'd be quite a heavy belt, wouldn't it?
It would be quite a heavy belt, the utility belt.
What would your thoughts be on them introducing some sort of weight factor?
Well, so you move slower on the amount of utility?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone would kind of move at the same pace, though, really, wouldn't they? Wouldn't affect it too
on a
much.
buy round, it means that if you were to buy lighter, i.e. SMGs and a single flash or something, you could catch them off guard knowing that they'd be slower to the sights with full kit.
Yeah. But how much of a difference would it be?
It can't be too much.
Yeah.
It'd be like a 5%. It can't be more than 10.
Yeah.
Because that would be
that range. You wouldn't buy utility anymore. Utility gone.
You'd start buying a single flash. Like, I'll buy the flash.
I'll be Flash Boy. Yeah.
I'll have the flash.
You
have the smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts limiting it a bit. Or do you have one guy with all the utility just slowly lugging everything around, just like, ugh.
That'd be great. Well, they burst their way out towards the B site. Thomas just firing into nothingness, but luckily Pulse knows out to find a head and pop it off. Pickles attempts to defend his domain, but can't really do too much with that P250. He couldn't muster anything up. Quicks as well. An ever so slight miss, goes for another shot, but doesn't quite connect it. There's the flashbang for Aussie.
Through the window.
No, yeah, he struggled to get out the window there, and I think that's when they throw the towel in and run away.
God, he's hot on his tail.
Thomas.
Flash hasn't actually going. Thomas is willing to take any battle, isn't he?
I told you, he just doesn't care. He runs at any challenge that's presented to him head first.
Yeah. And his head sometimes does take the brunt of it.
Just hit him with the head and keep running.
That is the key.
His designated role in Team Endpoint is the headbutter. If anything kicks off at LAN, it's just Thomas. Just running in, head down.
Oh no,
Robin.
Robin on Quicks with the knife is...
That's a headbutt.
I believe in the past they have conflicted a bit, have they not?
Well, I mean, the first time we saw Robin and Quicks in the Prem was on the same team together, which was Fish 1, 2, 3 about 3 seasons ago. They also played in the same team. Was it Singularity or it was a team at the time? I can't remember what the org was. But they both played the same season of ESEA together. Since then, they've been worlds apart. Obviously, Quick sort of joined Vexed. Robin floated around the Swedish scene, the UK scene still. So who knows? But that is it's always a tilter if you get stabbed in the back.
Yeah, because you know, Robin does like the trash talk as well, which he does play that mind game.
He's a man about breaking your mentality.
Yeah,
that's another skill to his arsenal.
But at the same time, it can come back at him very quickly, though.
Yeah.
If everybody else isn't performing, though, as well, that's the other part of it. But no concerns so far. 11-9. And Quicks has actually gone for glass cannon AWP. Yeah. Which, I mean, he has been doing quite well with the AWP. We did question that last week, actually, who was the primary AWPer. And Quicks picked it up more than everybody else did by a long shot. Yeah. And he did perform with it, which is another bonus, I suppose.
Because remember that season that he debuted? He took the AWP off Sliggy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Blobfish. The Blomfield.
Yeah, it was quite a peculiar mix, wasn't it?
It was very odd. Eminem.
Yeah, of course.
Was there. Rapping on stage. It was a wild season of the Prem.
Yeah, it was quite a high-funded one.
It was, yeah. Warwick Davis was on the mic.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Brian Blessed as well, of course. Well, for this play, Ben, Endpoint going to burst out towards the A site. The Molotovs are down. The beacons are lit. And Gondor calls for their aid.
And Vanity was answering, but he got taken out by a javelin in the form of Lez's AWP.
Not what you want at all. So it is just Lazar and Thomas that remain. The bomb is down, but they are falling one after another, Ben. They hit the DECK, and Pickles will pick up the defuse.
So Pickles is actually one of the A players during that round. And he got mollied at CT, but didn't get behind ticket properly. And he was just there staring at it, knowing, I'll just play retake. I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Patience comes through for him, and I'd say this is one of the better games we've seen from him.
This is actually,
in recent time.
Now,
he's got 18 kills.
That's what's worrying. for me, is because Pickles is actually playing the sort of playstyle he wanted to play. Is Pickles back to playing his normal role again?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's the sort of the only caveat to it. Because if it means he's gone back to that position, they've tried to restructure the team, that would probably be quite beneficial for him. Because he is always supposed to be that raw aimer. That was where his talent lied.
Thing is, that it was so long ago that he switched to that support style.
Yeah,
That
it has been.
if he were to revert to this other style, as you mentioned, he would have a lot of additional qualities which he can use, which is apparently picking up the AWP.
Yeah. I don't know when we'd ever
I don't think I've ever seen that
the
before, but let's see how it goes. 1 kill and no more.
Yeah.
As the Thomas W machine powers through.
Oh, the GTA San Andreas play, Ben. They just overwhelm the site with the Mac 10s on BMXs and everyone is down. It's just Vanity and Aussie that remain in the 2 versus 3. They're going to try and tiptoe their way back through the tulips and take site control if they can.
Luzzer saw him.
Luz is primed and ready for this as well. Just waiting. Going to find those frags. Annihilates the first man. Tags up Aussie as well. And Aussie has so much of a task to achieve here. All on his lonesome.
Yeah, it's very difficult 2v1 considering the post plants. Pulse can play this as 1v1 if needed. Robin's ready to play that final bit. And Aussie, I'll take the AWP. That'll do. So that means 12-10 to Endpoint. And you can see a bit more of a, I wouldn't say formal, but a bit more fixed sort of style of play coming from Endpoint, really. They're much more dedicated to that. You know, this is our end goal, 100%, this is it. Rather than relying on someone lurking out somewhere and then switching everything up. They know where their end goal is.
First map's in Mirage. Second map's Inferno.
Yep.
Endpoint could 2-0 this if they pick up Mirage.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. It's just a case of... Although, that Inferno performance... We did see Vexed 16-3 in the Lynx, who 16-3'd Endpoint.
That is true. If we're supposed to believe the circle of Inferno,
correlation in that
right now Vex are the best Inferno team out of the 3.
Yeah.
If you look at the pie chart.
Strong amount.
Yeah.
However...
Will that come true?
Yeah, another question entirely. Because 16-3 losses, I feel like they're not very common in terms of, like, that's a very on the day.
Yeah, a 16-3, you're kind of like, what happened?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah. But again, as I said, dedicated towards this, like, you know, they know where they're going at the end of this round. Everybody's towards B, and Thomas is charging.
He loves it.
He knows his smokes very well in the sense that right as it's fading, you can see on your radar. Look at him go!
Thomas, my goodness, as he just sprints in. That's outrageous, Ben.
Oh, quicks.
That's a save.
Yeah, has to be. So this B execute, this is a fresh one. They've clearly just got this one done. Just get those 2 smokes and then flashes.
They've been cooking that one up in the cookbook. Robin with a double kill at the end as well.
And it means no gun saved.
Genuinely, that is sort of the major kicking point with Thomas as well. Yeah, it's sort of the joke within the UK scene as well. You see people tweet him just like, even at that most frequent Epic LAN where we went to, where he was just annihilating people free smokes. People were like, you still doing what Lob Janica does?
Yeah.
It's like, nah. It's just the fact that for some reason, Thomas has the best understanding of smokes ever.
Yeah, I remember it was the case in Source as well, though.
Yeah.
In Source, you could see people on the radar just through smoke straight
it
up.
updates quicker than it does in game. So if you look to the radar,
touch of bother. But Thomas has arrived.
Never fear, Thomas is here as he arrives on the scene. Fly kicks the first man, Pickles, and luckily enough, Mighty Max is there as well to just cause utter chaos, Ben.
And Aussie, no match against the Thomas eco killer. And this game is just running away from them, though.
Just imagine, can someone make Thomas the Tank Engine, but with Thomas's face over Thomas's face and holding a Mac 10? Can we get the social team?
Have we not seen? We've seen Joe the Thomas, Joe with the Tank Engine,
which is the Venga boys in the background,
and that was going after Boaster and Karma. So now we need to switch it to Thomas.
Yeah, just Thomas.
And then, if you want, you can put the Vexed faces.
So long ago, he was on Reason Gaming.
Yeah.
Absolutely yonks ago.
Yeah. It's been a while, though, isn't it? It's recent memory, though, isn't it? It's that.
Rest in peace, Reason Gaming. Dead now, of course.
Dead now.
Much like Adam Heath.
I think he's on holiday, actually. I think he went on holiday today.
Yeah, we'll have a viewer call in with him later. See how it's gone.
If he's willing.
Yeah.
Of course.
If he wants to. I'll send him an email.
I'm sure he'll reply very quickly to an email.
I will do. I'll just title it Subject, do you want Breathing Gaming back?
And then, but also square brackets, urgent.
Yeah. Please answer quickly. Well, Pulse finds that frag on Vanity. There's only 2 men left now. It's Pickles and Truth that remain. And they're not in a good spot. Vexed, they have been struggling in these rounds, Ben. The majority of frags in the openers have gone to Endpoint every time, and this time it's actually Reese Mars, the Cuban cigar smoker himself, that has been dominating. 3 frags to his name. It's a good position to be in. It's actually Endpoint pretty much sharing the load in quite a few of these rounds. It's been very diverse.
Yeah, I think that's one of the good things about this side, really, in the sense that they can all, they can all pitch in when needed, but at the end of the day, you don't need one of them to pop off just to get the win. You can have all of them put in an even, 15 to 20 kills is about, I think that's about the average you want. And that should give you a solid amount of rounds. And one player might play a bit better than usual, which, by the law, just standards anyway, that will happen.
Out of the 4 UK players in this team, I think there's any one of them could happily be plucked out and dropped into like an NA team or sort of a, one of those sort of lower tier European teams quite easily. I think they're all very rounded players and they all have a lot of talent to offer. So Endpoint, probably in terms of that, they've got a lot of firepower to go on. Obviously, how Robin fits in and how long he's actually going to stay with the roster is yet to be seen because he is still in his infancy, really. I mean, he's not been on there long. No.
Yeah, that's one of the questions you always ask with Robin in most teams anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
You kind of wonder, is this a permanent fix? Because he's not able to play Valve stuff, so...
He's very much one of those Band-Aids fixes on a team.
Yeah, that's probably a good way of putting it, to be honest, just because you can temporarily fix things quite well. But at the end of the day, you want to be playing at those Valve majors, don't you?
Yeah.
And with him, you can't play with him, at least at them. He can help you push up to it.
Yeah. But he can't help you get into the venue, because Valve said no.
Yeah, Valve did say no. He literally wouldn't be allowed in the venue full stop.
Yeah.
Not even as a coach.
Which is rough. It's kind of like, hey, it's Billy Mays here. We've got a Robin. It's just $9.99. We'll get you to a major, but he can't play. Well, Vex trying to keep themselves alive, Ben, as they are currently in the lead in terms of the players that are alive in this round in the battle of attrition. But it all comes down to this, really. If they make one mistake, it's going to be all over. Max waiting for the peek, finds Pickles, lops his head off. They've got a pretty clear rotate time to get over there as well. Truth's in on the scene, but doesn't really have an open angle. By the time he peeks out as well, they'll be in the sight. And Max playing on the tight angle, Ben. Close, ready to try and deal some damage. He's got the flash from his teammate as well, and Thomas there to give him the window of opportunity, but he's still holding his own. Lazar comes in with a frag. You got Truth trying to go for the play, obviously, from Shops. Vanity creeping up from the rear. Lazar finds that frag. It's as good as done, Ben. Truth trapped in a 1 versus 3. Surely he can't muster this up. Doesn't have a kit either. Needs to be quick on his feet. Does get the tag off, though. But will he be able to frag right now? Finds Max. It's a 1v1. It'd be outrageous if he could do it. He doesn't have the kit. Actually, did pick up the kit. Now finds the wall bang. He's got the smoke. Jumps on the bomb. Truth.
And he has got that as well.
Outrageous.
Wow. I mean... I don't know what Max was looking at to begin with, because he got around the corner as he was looking the wrong way still.
Max should have heard those elephant feet hoofing towards him.
And Lazar, I mean... I don't think... He didn't expect the jumping peak, did he?
It's just kind of unlucky he's not even killed Lazar there on the wall bang. Just bringing him down to 14 HP.
Made sure of it here, didn't he?
Him.
Wow. He had a few things very fortunate for him that just in that run up to the site.
He had a little lucky rabbit's foot, Ben.
Yeah.
He was rubbing it with his forefinger and his thumb like this.
I see.
That's how you hit those shots, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Remember that one. I'll bring it. Next Epic LAN, we'll all get lucky rabbit's feet. We're going to win LAN.
How many rabbits are you getting?
To be fair, I have 5 of us. 2.5 rabbit.
Why are you getting 2.5? You get extras.
You only need well, yeah, you might need backup. 2 rabbit.
We'll say 2.
Just 2 rabbit. We'll deal with the rest. We'll give 1 to Gumpster. He needs it.
Quick.
Robin gets that frag on Quicks. 5 HP is all he has left as well.
That's really unfortunate. Like, Robin was preparing to smoke, throw that smoke. He instantly just turned just as he shot.
It's kind of like Spider-Man, Ben. He gets like a little Spidey sense. The hairs on his arms stick up, and he's peeking me from the left. And he just flicks and 1 bombs him.
Fair enough.
He
Wish
can
I had
also
one
climb up walls.
Oh, can he also do that?
Yeah.
That's the side part.
That's how he gets into land so easily.
That's how he gets into land?
Yeah, through the window.
Oh.
Some say he's never paid for a ticket for an Iron Series.
This A defense is going to be really questioned now. Obviously, Aussie's got that really good position in A ramp, but he's already been seen out though.
Max has just seen Aussie right out the door. Said goodbye. Good day to you, sir.
I'll see you on map 2.
I'll see you there, over on the Inferno. Truth and Pickles, though. Truth!
He still has a smoking kit.
To him.
Smoking kit ready.
Look
Potential repeat.
He knows where Max is as well. Look at that crosshair placement. He knows what's up already. Outrageous scenes from Truth.
So the smoke is just up ready, and he's going to stick this the whole way.
Lazar.
It's dependent on Lazar. Lazar's not going to get him.
The Mike Powell.
Lazar did get him.
The Mike Powell, Ben. He's done it. The crazy shorts come through. That's a Cardiff 1.5. And Endpoint take the win.
But to be fair, Mike Powell didn't have a smoke in front
as well.
To be fair.
Yeah, it was just, Mike, he's on the bomb. Where?
The bomb?
It was just the fact that when Mike did it, it was literally right on him. He's just gone, what are you doing, Mike? We lost the whole LAN. But Endpoint have won the first map, which is absolutely fabulous for them. A good showing, Truth. Phenomenal play he had, but was not enough to delay it, Ben.
I think a lot of it was, he was the only one factoring in on that CT side, right?
Yeah.
And the CT side for Vexed was the question mark in the previous Mirage games that we've seen them play. If you remember against Radix at the last finals, they got destroyed. And they've always had issues with it. Even in the regular season, they had issues with it. And it's proven to be the same right now.
Yeah.
And, that's something you got to wonder as well. That's over a season ago that they had the first issue with it. How has nothing changed?
It's like if you hired a builder to build you a wall, and over the course of 4 months, he hadn't finished building the wall, but had built a bit of a wall, but had built it wrong. You wouldn't pay for the wall.
I suppose. Sure. I guess, yeah.
So all I'm saying is,
I was thinking more that you've got a wall that's half built, and you just didn't carry on.
But it's
you just leave it there.
No, it's half built, but it's also built slightly wrong.
Slightly wrong.
Yeah, so it's not level. It's not the other one that means level, but at an angle. Whatever that. I did do bricklaying once, but I don't remember.
Just make sure you don't build my wall.
I'll build you a wall if you want. In college, mate. No, he doesn't believe me that that's what I did.
Yeah, he did.
I was a bricklayer.